Greetings all, I am but a man burdened with misfortune. Last time I spoke of, after my venture in Japan met with failure. On my journey home, all my silver was stolen. Worse still, I was mistaken for a thief. Truly, trials come one after another. Even cold water seemed to choke my throat. Fortunately, the misunderstanding was finally cleared. With the travel fare gifted by a kind soul, I at last stepped upon the soil of my homeland, lost for 20 years. Yet the sight before me left me frozen in my tracks. The empty land before the old house in my memory had now turned into a flourishing grove of tangerines. As far as my eyes could reach, green fruits hung thick upon every branch. Clearly, someone had long tended them with care. The small path beneath my feet was firm and trodden, showing signs of frequent passage. With unease in my heart, I moved forward. At last, the silhouette of the old house came into view. Yet I wondered, was this truly my home of old? Its outward form had greatly changed, as though it had been fully rebuilt. Not a trace of the past 20 years remained. The small bridge before the gate had decayed and crumbled, yet the house itself appeared freshly renewed. Even the old bamboo fence had been replaced by sturdy wooden rails. My heart wavered with doubt. Could it be that I had come to the wrong dwelling? Pushing open the door, I found a power socket within. Though no current flowed through it, all of this revealed one truth. Someone had surely lived here not long ago. 20 years had passed, and all things had changed beyond recognition. What on earth had happened here? My mind was tangled with confusion. Yet, after a thought, no matter what had come to pass, this was, after all, the route left by my parents. I should first settle down before pondering more. Thus, I rolled up my sleeves and began to tidy the place, finding an old rusty knife. I started by clearing the weeds in the courtyard, intending to begin anew upon this land. Watching the fish swim within the small pond in the yard, I thought to myself, my meals may yet improve in days to come. when I finished trimming the overgrown branches around me. At last, the courtyard began to take some shade, though my back and waist ached from exhaustion. When I beheld the yard, now somewhat clean and orderly, a faint sense of accomplishment stirred within my heart. Then I felled a stalk of bamboo, intending to make a drying pole. While at it, I also mended the decayed bridge before the gate. I laid over it a mat woven by my own hands and bound it tight with strong bamboo strips. Now that the bridge was repaired, 'twas time to resolve the matter of food. I went into the forest to gather firewood, yet the wood was too damp to catch flame. Thankfully, I recalled that resin from olive trees burns easily, so I collected some to serve as kindling. The most vexing part was there were no utensils in the house, and upon me not a few coins remained. With no other choice, I went nearby in search of food. To my surprise, I found coconut worms and bamboo shoots. These, indeed, are delicacies rich in nourishment. Lacking a pot, I used a bamboo tube as my cooking vessel. While the food simmered, I went to the nearby stream and bathed myself clean. In but a moment, my body felt refreshed anew. Soon, the aroma of food wafted through the air. Though simple, the taste of one's own labor is ever the sweetest. Each bite felt rich with contentment. Just as I finished my meal, pondering how to live from this day forth, a strange man approached from afar. With a wary gaze, he demanded to know what I was doing here. I hastened to explain that this was my family's ancestral home, yet his tone was harsh and unyielding. He said, "Your family left 20 years ago. The old house had long since collapsed into ruin. I purchased this land rightfully from another and built anew upon it. All the documents are in order." He ordered me to pack my things and depart at once. So all my toil and sweat through the day had merely served as free labor for another man, with legal papers in his hand, black ink upon white sheet. There was naught I could say in protest. I took only my knife for protection and left with heavy heart. Not long after I walked away, the heavens opened with rain. I stood alone amidst the vast wilderness, my body drenched through, the road ahead unknown. I gazed upon this land, both familiar and strange. Heaven never seals off all paths. If this place can no longer hold me, then I shall seek another road and begin anew. When truth comes to light, I shall return to demand justice and reclaim all that rightfully belongs to me.